shall I tell you another tale from the glass-guarded world? As usual, we have Ashley as Terradane, the human fighter, Ryan as Paxton, the human cleric and fighter, Danielle as Athelflad, the halfling rogue and monk, and Josh as Zartok, the tiefling wizard. But this time, we are also joined by, well, you'll just have to wait and see. It's an exciting surprise, I promise you. Don't worry, you can trust Aster Fortuna, Bard Extraordinaire. The heroes of World 83 are about to begin exploring a new level, Evocation, while searching for the fragments of a magic wand. And they've noticed that the entire area is suspiciously clean.
Last episode, just to remind everyone what happened, you explored the Enchantment and Charms level, encountering Melidia, the administrator of that level, and I think it's fair to say you were pretty creeped out by it, and Paxton was very frustrated. Yep. And you left, feeling pretty unhappy with the whole thing, except you didn't end up with a wand fragment.
Yes.
And we didn't do any murders.
And you didn't do any murdering.
Oh man. Despite desires.
That's right.
Yes.
Paxton had some inclinations to do some murdering, but decided against it. And you then proceeded downward toward Evocation.
Would it have been murder? Or would it have been justice?
It would have been homicide if we would have done it right then and there, but I think if we planned to come back, it would definitely be murder.
Yeah.
I think it would have just been killing.
Yeah.
But,
So,
well, before we go down anywhere, let's all remember that Zartok was almost dead, and he would want to go back up.
How was he almost dead? What happened?
Remember, we got ambushed by zombies.
Didn't
When
I
we
heal
left?
you, though?
You did, but not all the way. You can just keep healing him. Otherwise, he'll be complaining.
yeah, Zartok looks a little beat up.
Does Tara
Yeah.
have any damage? Because I have nothing
No.
written down.
Oh, they pretty much just mauled Zartok, and that was it.
That's fine.
I know it's lame to like take a nap after every battle, but you know, he did
Wizard.
almost die. Yeah.
You're squishy.
An alternative approach is Zartok could ask someone for some additional healing.
Yeah. You should do that, Paxton.
All right,
You
come
owe
here,
it
you
to
big
me.
baby. And he lays hands on you and does
Oh, gross.
healing word or healing touch.
What is Zartok at currently? You're at 14?
14 hit
Out of
points.
32.
We got all the way down to 2, gang. It was close.
Paxton puts Zartok in a headlock and gives him some noogies that heal him for 1d8 plus 3 hit points.
Whoa.
You want to roll that? It's cure wounds.
Oh, you got to do it. This is your magic.
Yeah, it's your spell.
All right.
These are your
Interesting
noogies.
way
I'm
to-
just accepting the noogies.
All right. Ooh, that's a 1.
Of course it is.
You should have rolled it, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Not up his hair.
Zartok doesn't feel any better.
I give you 4 hit points worth of noogies.
All right, whatever.
All right,
Thank
Zartok
you.
receives 4 hit points worth of healing noogies and is up to 18. You're past half.
Okay.
I mean, what do you want?
Zartok's not even going to bring it up anymore. He's just going to wait for everyone else to die and leave.
Tara doesn't see what the big deal is at all.
Okay, so continuing, what do you want to do? Do you want to head down the stairs? Is Zartok going to just peace out or what?
No, he's just going behind.
All right, Zartok's
Last
staying
in
at the
line.
back of the group then. All right, so are you heading down the stairs or are you doing something else? Silence.
Yeah.
Silence from the players.
Let's
I'm
go,
guessing
Mike.
we're heading down the stairs because I see on the screen that there's just a stairwell, and that usually means we're going to a new level.
Mhm.
That's where we're going.
Oh, you can go back and talk to Melidia if you want to.
We don't like her. Yeah, I think we're so incredibly done with her.
Yeah.
As we're walking down the stairs, Paxton feels guilty that maybe his irreverent noogie method of healing might have backfired, and that's why he didn't get much out of it. So he gives him a potion of healing.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to work on it. Yeah. You also got to consider the horns. Like, Zartok's got the horns in the way, so it wasn't like your noogieing technique was just off.
Hey, man, I'm learning.
Yeah, it's cool.
So the stairwell winds downward as usual. It continues to be unusually clean, just like you found on the previous floor. Not a speck of dust or dirt can be seen, and the air smells fresh compared to the stale odor of the rest of the complex. The doors to the next floor eventually come into view. They're made of a dark, glassy stone, and above them, in letters of flickering flame floating in the air. I didn't mean to have that alliteration there, just worked out that way. I didn't realize it until I said it out
Good
loud.
job.
Just
Not
now.
even sure why I looked up. But
Yeah.
That's what a true poet does.
That's right. In letters of flickering flame floating in the air is a single word, Evocation. The flames reflect off the door, sending light dancing around the landing. The stairs, of course, continue spiraling downward.
How evocative.
Tara turns to the magic folk and goes, what's evocation, though?
It's like fireballs and such. Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
making things, or is that conjuration?
Conjuration would be...
Am I
more like
asking
that.
the wrong people?
We answered your question. If you don't like the answer, I don't know what
With
to tell you.
uncertainty.
It's something magical. It has to do with making things, I think.
Thanks, guys. That's very helpful. Thanks.
Yeah.
So, blowing stuff up or making things?
Making things to blow stuff up?
Okay,
Either
Yeah,
way sounds really
great.
bad.
great. So, pretty much we have no idea what's going to be in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet it has magic.
I think blowing stuff up is a pretty good guess. Yeah. Although I consulted the notes and there was nothing in it about any clues about evocation. So
The letters are fiery, right?
Yes.
That seems like maybe a fireball is an evocation.
I was spot on with what I said. It's just you refusing my advice. It's fine, but you go through first.
But you know what to expect. No, I'm just kidding. Tara is going to go up and examine the doors.
All right. So, as I said, they're made of a dark, glassy stone, and the light from these letters is reflecting around the room.
And they're quite closed.
They're quite closed.
All right. Tara's going to walk around the stairwell.
Oh, you walk around to the back of the stairwell. All right. So around to the back of the stairwell, as always, is a door.
Can we block off the stairs going down with that pane of glass thing?
You could.
I'm tired of zombies killing us.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Let's block it off. I'm tired of being worried about zombies every time.
Okay, so we use the little disc.
Yeah, and the finger.
Yep.
I don't want them to sneak up on us anymore. That was a close call last time.
You don't want to fill out more surveys?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
What if they actually bring sandwiches, though?
Yeah.
What?
You don't want to risk that, do
I'm
you?
worried about the type of meat that's available.
A nice pastrami?
So
Yeah, okay. Keep your hopes up.
you go around the back of the stairwell. Instead of the usual simple door that you usually find behind the stairwell, this landing has steel double doors with the old common word Athiering scrawled across it. The doors gleam, reflecting your torchlight around the stairwell area.
Can I do a history check to see if I know what that word means?
Sure.
And that would be a 10.
All right, a 10. You can interpret this word literally. It says cleaning.
I think this is like a cleaning supply closet or something.
Okay.
Tara shrugs and opens the door.
Yeah, some of the ones before have been like obviously cleaning closets too, right?
Yeah.
They usually are.
I think we've gone into quite a few janitor's closets.
This spotless room is 40 feet wide, north to south, and ends in a corner 60 feet to your east. The north and west walls have shelves filled with buckets, soap, metal polish, leather polishing tools, spare mop heads, and equipment for maintaining all this equipment. A few worn-out mops lie on the floor by the south wall. Near that eastern corner is a magical basin of clean water like the others you've seen, and in the corner to the east is a hearth, or maybe an incinerator, burning brightly. The room somehow manages to feel cozy rather than sterile. So, what do you want to do?
Not very much.
Not very
Seven
much.
there.
All right.
Every video game I've ever played is telling me to go dig through the ashes in the fireplace.
That's true. Yeah, we should really thoroughly check this room out.
It has a fire burning in it.
Oh.
Oh,
Never mind.
Somewhat problematic, yes. Yeah,
Is Tara bored?
yeah, she's bored. She
Yep.
kind of just shrugs and she's ready to turn around.
Yeah, Epolima's totally with you. Yeah,
Right.
let's get out of here.
Can I do an investigation just to see if there's anything that's could be useful, like non-cleaning supplies?
Sure.
In here.
Do an investigation check.
All right.
Does the fire look like it's being powered by fuel, or is it a magical
It doesn't
fire?
have any obvious fuel, no.
Okay.
15.
I'll point out a couple things. The fireplace, the hearth is almost surely magical. The basin of water is like the others you've seen before. It's magical as well. It keeps itself clean. There doesn't appear to be anything else of interest in here. Although I guess you notice that the room has been maintained, right? This is a room that has been cleaned recently, and everything is well organized and taken care of.
All right. Said the other way.
Okay.
Zartok, you have anything you want to check out in here? It's got some magic stuff.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Back to the other direction.
The magic of bleach.
You would think they would just have some cleaning spells instead of just mops.
They've got those too.
Then why have the mops?
Sometimes it's about superiority, feeling like making somebody else clean up after you rather than using magic.
Yeah, or you could do some
Stark.
Sorcerer's Apprentice stuff and just make the mops dance around.
Well, yeah, that is what Mun did, essentially.
Yeah.
You make your way to the doors, the large double doors again, and they're still closed.
Are they locked?
Well, you want to try pushing them open?
Yeah.
All right, the doors swing open easily and silently.
Huh.
On the other side is a foyer, or, of course, foyer, 20 feet across and 40 feet wide, with tapestries hung on the left and right, reaching all the way up to the 20-foot ceiling.
Do the tapestries have any sort of symbols on them?
Yes, the tapestries depict fiery explosions, and small humanoid figures can be seen writhing in agony toward the bottom as they
Yeah.
burn. The doors ahead of you are made of a similar black stone, but the one on the left has been carved to resemble a whirling tornado, and the one on the right shows an avalanche roaring down a mountain.
Seems like a peaceful people.
I truly think Evocation is the least welcoming of all the... And we've been to a demon floor.
The floor here has been carved to resemble crashing waves, but a layer of glass has been laid over it to create a flat surface. Everything is again extremely clean, and it makes the space more impressive than the dilapidated parts of the complex you've seen before. There is even a large, beautiful woven doormat on the floor here, just inside the doors you've opened. It says, written on it, "Welcome to Evocation. Please help keep Evocation clean." Next to the floor mat are 4 shining metal wheels, we would call them casters, simply lying on the floor.
Paxton points to the tapestry and looks at Zartok and goes, "See, I told you it was like fireballs and explosions and stuff."
Yeah. That's
Very
what you said.
Yeah.
This is a cool room, though. Zartok's not saying that. I'm just in my head.
What do you think those are? And he points to the casters.
I don't know. Can Zartok make a check to determine anything about this room, Mike, or is this?
You can do an investigation check or a perception check if you like.
Yeah, I'm so good at rolling. Investigate. Oh, 21.
21.
That is good.
Yeah,
That's great. Things you notice, those casters are very clean and they look like they're in good shape. The floor mat looks very clean as well. Everything in here looks very clean. In fact, there's no way you could find footprints or, if you were looking for fingerprints or something. This place is polished to a shine.
I get the feeling that the head of Evocation is a neat freak. Just saying.
Are the casters that are on the floor, are they laid out in any intentional looking pattern, or are they just haphazard on the floor?
There are just 4 of them sort of sitting in a square next to this doormat.
It seems really weird because if they're just lying there and they're not supposed to be there, I would assume whatever's cleaning up would have picked them up and put them in the right spot. So maybe they're supposed to be here for some reason.
Is it something you can pick up?
I attempt to pick them up.
All right, you step into the room and you grab one of these casters. I guess what I want to know is how are you stepping into the room? You're stepping. Let me put it this way, Paxton, you're filthy. Right?
Yes.
You are filthy
I am a
and
dirty man.
That's right. And
This isn't going the way we want it to
The
go.
lad just shrugs. Like, "Oh."
and there's a doormat here, and you're visibly tracking in dirt, are you taking any precautions, or are you just stepping right in and grabbing those casters?
Yeah, the second one.
All right.
Just going for it.
All right, you just step right in and grab those
The
casters.
thought of not tracking in mud literally doesn't
not
even occur to
okay.
me.
Fair enough.
Flood nods.
All right, so you step in, avoiding the floor mat, and you grab a caster. It's just a metal wheel.
Huh.
I guess I'm going to do this. Hey, Schubert,
Yes.
I would like you to make a perception check.
Oh, man. I gotta get my dice.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Calgary in Alberta, Canada,
Oh,
it's Schubert.
I rolled a 20.
And he rolled a 20, which is a great way to start things
Are we
off.
going to clap for him?
Yeah, I think that deserves a round of applause. Schubert is here from the House of Bob podcast. And if you haven't listened to it, House of Bob is a brilliant actual play podcast that you should all be listening to because it's funny and dramatic and exciting and it's wonderful. But Schubert is here, and he has just rolled a natural 20 plus your wisdom bonus, which is 1. So what
I hate
that
him
means
already.
is Schubert, you wake up, and there is a large, filthy man rooting around in this foyer, and he's picked up one of these casters that you left there.
Oh. Hey, what are you doing there, bud?
A voice comes out of the floor next to you.
Paxton freezes in place and just looks around. Hello?
Tara has taken her. She can hear this voice, right?
Yeah, you can all hear the voice comes from somewhere near Paxton on the floor.
Alpha goes stealth.
Yeah, Tara has her like little sword hilt in her hand now.
Paxton sees Tara, and he's like, "Did you all hear that too?"
Yeah, I heard that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I heard that. Who's there? Hello?
Hey, you guys want to wipe your boots, eh?
No, I'm offended.
What?
What? Wow, why would I want to do that?
Tara wipes her boots.
All right, you wipe your boots. Your feet kind of stick to this floor mat, you find. Schubert, you have the option of letting her feet get stuck, or you can just let her clean her feet off.
I'll allow her to clean her feet off.
All right, so you clean your feet. This doormat seems kind of sticky, but you clean your feet. Epilema does the same thing. She walks up and wipes her sandals off on this floor mat and says, okay, we wiped her feet.
Tara's not nearly as filthy as Paxton, so
No. Yeah, there's not
Less
much to
threatening.
clean there. Epilema's moderately dirty. What do the rest of you want to do?
When in Rome, Paxton goes and wipes his feet too.
All right, Paxton's feet are absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Athelflad emerges
Begrudgingly.
from the shadows and wipes off her boots on this doormat. What's
Is this
Zartok doing?
doormat getting really, really filthy, or
I don't know. How do you think that works, Schubert? Is the doormat getting filthy, or is it? Are you able to just sort of wick the dirt away somewhere?
I think I mean, well, when Paxton starts wiping his boots, I think I can't help but become filthy.
Yeah, you'll have to go clean that up.
I think I broke it.
All right, so we did what you asked. Okay, what's going on here?
Sorry guys, I don't mean to be offensive or nothing, but what smells like raw sewage, eh?
Oh, that's
probably me.
That's the big guy. No, that's Paxton.
Oh,
Paxton looks hurt.
Oh, it's all right, big guy.
I don't smell anything.
Yeah, we don't smell it anymore because we're kind of used to it. But yeah, that's the big guy over there in the armor. Yeah.
Where are you?
No, I'm down here on the floor.
I'm confused.
There's there's only a welcome mat on the floor unless he's the waves.
Yeah, no, I'm the welcome mat. I'm a doormat.
What?
What can you tell us about evocation?
Oh, you guys want to know about evocation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could tell you a bit about that. The thing is I try to keep evocation, real clean, smelling real nice. So I'd just appreciate it if you guys could, help me out by wiping your feet, not smelling up the place, that kind of thing.
I mean, we already wiped our feet. I don't know what else you want us to do.
Well, Paxton, you are filthy.
Paxton doesn't. I don't know how to unfilth him.
Well, I don't know like where you guys come from, and like I said, I don't want to judge or nothing, but like you guys have like baths or anything?
I love a bath. Yeah.
Oh, there's a shower like way upstairs.
Oh yeah.
We don't have time for that. There's that pool across the hallway.
Yeah?
I'm sure there's soap in there or something.
Okay. Mission: Paxton takes a bath.
Listen, dude, if I take a bath, are you going to tell us what's up with Evocation or not? Because I'm not taking a bath for nothing.
It's like an 8-year-old.
You know, like cleanliness is, you know, like it's real important. So like, yeah, you know, if you go get clean, yeah, I'll tell you all about this floor.
Do you know anything about this floor other than its cleanliness?
Oh yeah, I know about the people in it and about the things that are blocking my way, so I can't go and clean everything that I want to. It's real frustrating.
Do you move?
Oh yeah, I can move around.
Do it.
Prove it, yeah.
Tara's just waiting expectantly.
I guess the rug or the doormat would shapeshift before your eyes into let's say a big old mop bucket.
Paxton jumps back.
When you say big old mop bucket, about how big is the mop bucket?
Let's say bigger than an ordinary mop bucket, like the size of, like say a small bathtub.
All right,
And-
get
and
in,
I-
Paxton.
Also,
No.
Just
also
help
to be
get in
clear,
it.
there's no water in it. But to be clear, it also grabs those little casters, and
Yes.
now it can sort of roll
now
around.
it rolls around. Oh, it's all
okay.
coming together.
I
Yeah.
see.
All right.
Well, I will take a bath, but not in this and not in front of all of you. So you all can just chat with this dude, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. How long should a bath take?
Maybe you should take a bit longer than that, mate. Yeah, just have at it. Just go to town. We're not in a rush.
All right. Yeah, Paxton.
Make sure you get your hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Armpits behind the knees. Don't forget about between your toes, mate.
I've taken a bath before. It's been a while.
I don't
But
believe you.
I-
Make a bluff check.
All right. And Paxton hoofs it out of the room across the hallway and is just gone for a little bit.
Hey,
All right.
so Bucket, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Jeb.
Jeb, that's perfect, mate.
What are your guys' names?
Yeah, I'm Epilema. I'm
Oh.
the tough one in the group.
Oh,
I'm also the coolest,
oh,
and
cool.
I'm also probably the smartest, right? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, 'cause she reads.
Okay, except for the reading part. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. What's your name? And I'm like pointing my mop to different party members.
Yeah, there's a mop attached to this mop bucket, by the way.
My name's Althaflat, and I'm with her. And I just point to Evelyn.
Yeah. Yeah, Ethelflad is sort of sidling up next to Epilema.
Tara has put away her sword hilt, and she straightens up and feels kind of like looks down at the mop bucket, not sure kind of what to look at, but says, "I'm Tara Dane."
Schubert, you can manifest eyes and a mouth if you want to.
Don't do that. Oh my god.
Don't do it.
I mean,
Like a cartoon.
this creature does have those things,
Mhm.
so you could make those appear if you want to, or you could just keep them hidden. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think maybe. What do you think? The like mop bucket opening could sort of
Yeah,
act
is the
as a
mouth.
mouth.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it does have some pointy teeth, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know where the eyes might appear, wherever you want, really. You can make them appear on top of the mop if you wanted.
There we go. Perfect.
All right. Yeah, so 2 eyes appear on top of the mop, and the opening of the bucket, the where you would pour in the water, is acting sort of like a mouth, and it has some sharp teeth.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel like more comfortable at all.
If it wasn't Schubert playing this thing, we would be killing it right now. What can Zartok make an Arcana check to know what this is? This isn't like Rose facial features. It's like he's got to imagine it's a creature rather than a sentient object.
Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
All right, we got a 22 going on.
All right,
for the
well,
Arcana check.
What this most reminds you of is a mimic, except mimics can't talk.
And do mimics normally, can they change shape also? Or
Yeah,
do they
mimics
pick one
can change.
shape? Oh,
They-
okay.
they can
I
change
didn't know that. I thought they just picked like,
Nope.
toilet seat and they were a toilet seat forever or
No,
whatever.
no,
Okay.
they can change shape.
Okay.
That's a
Toilet
particularly
seat,
nightmarish
that-
one.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's an odd place to go.
Now you know what my dreams are like. So, hey, listen, Jeb, we's looking for a one fragment.
Oh,
Zartok, you gotta introduce yourself.
yeah. Like, what's
I'm
your name?
I'm Zartok, mate. I'm the newest member of this little bunch.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
he's the new weird guy.
I'm the leader, basically.
The dirty guy's Paxton.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that everybody, or you got like anybody hiding?
No, that's everybody. It's
Oh, okay.
Epilema, the tough guy Paxton, big tough lady Tara, and then there's the new weirdo, and that's Zartok.
Oh man,
And then there's the other normal person, and
This-
that's Athelflad.
Yeah.
that's quite the crew you got there, man.
Yeah.
This is really impressive. Like, I'd love to hear like all about your guys' stories and like where you come from and all that.
Yeah, Jeb, we'd actually like to hear about you too. Like what are you?
Oh man, well, I guess you'd call me a mimic, eh? But I wasn't always this way. I used to be just like a regular guy.
Like when you say regular guy, you're like
A halfling. He must mean a halfling, because halflings are regular people, right?
Yeah. But no, like I was just like a human guy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's close.
what made you a mimic?
Oh, this big I don't want to use strong language, but he was a big jerk. Let's just put it that.
Whoa.
And what was his name?
Hey, this is a non-explicit show.
Mike reminded me before I came on. He's heard out the Bob. Sorry, what was the question?
What was his name? The jerk.
Oh yeah. Man, Bism the Blazing. Yeah, that's what they call him.
This on the blazing.
Pretty
But
good. name.
yeah, I like to call him like Bism the Butthead. Like not to his face, but like in my mind.
Yeah.
But should I see him now? Like, is he in worse shape?
Who, Bism?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. Good riddance, I say.
He's not like here in this compound, is he?
Oh yeah, like he's on this floor.
Oh,
As far as I
hey.
know.
Well, this is awkward.
Do you might sound like a weird question, but like, do you know if he's alive?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't know. Like,
Did we kill him?
I mean, it's been a while, but it's really hard to keep track of time in like my mimic body. I kind of just like zone out,
Yeah, I could see how that would happen if I was a doormat.
He's a bucket now.
How many cleaning supplies can you be?
Oh man, I can be so many different cleaning supplies. You guys,
Can you be anything else?
Yeah, I could be something else. You guys want me to be something else?
Yes.
Okay. Jeb, he transforms again. He kind of like turns into this like amorphous form and then like slowly turns back into this it's basically two big pieces of wood. It's like a big sign. And it's painted yellow and it says caution, wet floor.
Wow. Jeb, were you a janitor before you were a mimic, or did the cleaning thing come afterwards?
I mean, like, I prefer the term custodian, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. What happened to Bism that made him do this to you?
You'd have to ask Bism that. I'd assume something like in childhood, eh?
Okay, yeah, it's just a screw loose in Bism. Then.
Yeah, he's a custodian and not a psychiatrist, right? I mean,
Well, I didn't know if maybe he like bleached his favorite
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe you made his room too clean or not clean
Whoa.
enough.
That's like not cool, hey? Like
Oh.
he's the jerk. Like he's the one
Oh.
who's like bullying me, eh?
Oh
Sure,
yeah.
I just,
You're right.
if we run into Bism, I don't want to do whatever would make him turn me into a mimic.
Fair point.
Well, I think maybe just like don't look at him funny, because I mean I think I maybe looked at him maybe once, and yeah.
Wow,
Okay,
that's rough.
eyes averted.
Eventually, Paxton finishes up.
How's Paxton's bath going?
Several
Yeah,
hours
he
later.
2 hours later.
He stomps back into the room and he is dripping wet, leaving a trail of water behind him, and his hair is just like sopping wet, slapped against his face and everything, beard dripping. But his armor is very clean.
Hey, big guy, there were towels in there. There were towels.
Were there?
Yeah.
I didn't see any.
Oh. All right. Well.
It's fine. I'll air dry. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well, Paxton, this is Jeb.
Oh, hey,
The
hey, bud.
doormat?
Oh, he's assigned now.
Oh, perfect timing.
Wow. That's
Is
perfect.
he some sort of like cleaning golem?
He is sort of. He's a mimic,
Oh. Okay.
and he was a human, and he met some guy who's here on this floor named Bism the Blazing, and now he's a mimic. So apparently, if we run into Bism, you should probably treat him like Crimix.
Who?
You know, like the guy that you don't want to mess with.
Oh, Kimmix, the demon guy.
Yep, that one.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, so that guy, this Bism, he turned you into a mimic?
Yeah. I mean, well, he like used this thing, like this magical thing, you know? I think it's called the soul sucker. But yeah, he like sucked up my soul, eh? And then he, a little while later, he put it back into a mimic.
Wow, what a
Ah.
butthead.
So he's not like all powerful. He just had a soul sucker.
I mean, like, yeah, he's not that great.
Oh yeah, he sounds like a punk.
So, hey, you're a custodian. You know anything about plumbing?
Oh yeah, like I know all about plumbing, eh? I plumb all the time.
Hey. Oh yeah. Hey, you and I, we gotta have a little talk later, okay? I gotta ask you some questions.
Yeah. Okay, like
I'm sorry. What is Epilima's side quest with plumbing?
There's none of your business.
like you're not talking about like the biological kind, right?
No,
Because like I don't know much
No.
about that.
No, not that kind. The kind with pipes and
Okay,
stuff.
cool.
Tara looks absolutely puzzled while looking at Epilima.
Yeah, I got some questions. But yeah, so why don't we what are we doing? Are we going in here? What's behind these doors
Oh
here?
yeah,
We gotta,
I guess I could tell you about that, eh? That's
Yeah.
so in there, that's the Hall of Elemental Conflict.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Oh,
try to
geez.
keep it pretty nice and clean, so like yeah, should be pretty nice.
Cool.
I like conflict.
So okay, so we just walk through that and then we go to the next area and then eventually there's a wand fragment somewhere around
Yeah,
here.
basically you just got to get through all the elementals that fight every day at noon.
When do they stop fighting?
Oh, well, like once they kill each other basically.
About how long does that take? Because we could wait.
Well, it takes a little while, but basically like if you know the
Do you want me to explain the mechanics here?
Yeah, you can, Mike. You're going to do a much better
Okay,
job than
I don't know
can.
if it make it easier. What Jeb explains to you is that there's this large room on the other side of these doors, and in order to get past the door on the other side, you have to properly complete the procedure. And the procedure is that if you touch the doors, or at noon, if you wait until noon, 4 elementals randomly selected will appear in the room, and they will fight each other. And in order to get the doors unlocked, you have to kill each of them before they kill each other. right? So if one of the elementals kills one of the other elementals before you get a chance to kill them, then the doors stay locked. You have to kill them quickly, in other words. You understand?
And Jeb, you've been trying to do this?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been trying to get in because I can't clean the rest of the complex if, I can't get through the door. So but the problem is I can't take them all out,
Oh, okay. What kind of elementals spawn usually?
Oh man, there's like an earth elemental and a water elemental and fire elemental and an air elemental. Yeah, that's the other one.
That sounds like all the elements.
I'll also add that there are varying power levels. So it might be a mephit, it might be a gargoyle, it might be a full-fledged, completely formed elemental. It's random. I don't even know what's going to happen.
Now, Jeb, when you say you haven't been able to beat them all, do you mean you've been able to beat even one?
Yeah, I mean, well, because sometimes it summons like a weak elemental. So I could maybe take one of those out. Because, like, I learned a long time ago how to do, like, a basic kind of fire spell. But.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do they attack you while you attack them?
Oh, yeah, like.
Or are they warring each other?
They'll attack you back, but mostly they just want to take each other out. Because, like, they're just trying to, I guess, like, get back to their home or whatever, eh?
All right, and if it turns out really unlucky for us, can we just, like, scoot out this door and they're fine?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, we could just keep popping into the room until it's like 4 methods.
We just keep trying.
That legitimately, that's the best.
The best strategy.
We're not going to do that.
That doesn't sound very
It's
fun.
what we would do.
3 weeks later.
I mean, it would be 3 mephits and one other kind, and we'd be like, all right, this is close enough. And then
Yeah.
we'd go for it. But no, we're not going to do that. That's
As long as it's not like 3 of those water elementals you summoned, like we're probably good.
if it is like 3 or more of those, then yeah, we're out.
Yeah, well, peace. All right, sounds good. Let's roll the dice.
All right, I'm going to reveal the map here for our players. Schubert, you know which room they're moving into?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Room number 2.
Hey Jeb, like, can you be something really small, like a mop by itself?
I mean, I could be a really
or you
big mop, but I can't get that
you can't
small
be
because,
something
like,
small.
I got all this mass. I can't just like make it go away. I wish.
Yeah, no, we's all trying to lose some weight. Yeah,
Tell me about it.
yeah.
You just gotta turn it into
tough.
muscle, man.
No, I can't do that.
Wow, you can't.
Oh. All right.
It's ketosis. It's a trick. you gotta stick with it.
The double doors open onto a large space, 160 feet wide left to right, or north to south, and 130 feet across, or east to west. A familiar large teleportation septagram fills the middle of the floor, but there are also 4 smaller septagrams in the corners of the room. The ceiling here rises gradually to the middle of the room, where it is around 30 feet tall. The floor is covered in scorch marks which have been partially but not entirely scrubbed away. A broom and dustpan lean against the wall to the north of the large doors that you've just opened. So you can see across from you are those double doors, and as explained previously, to get them open, you will need to complete this exercise.
So when have the elementals spawned yet, or we just looked into there but we haven't actually stepped in yet?
No, to get them to spawn, you either have to wait till noon, or you have to go touch the door on the other side.
I know napping isn't like super great radio or anything, but considering that you're still not at full health and I zap some of my spell slots healing you.
Hey, Jeb, you got any,
Oh, so now taking a nap is a good idea. When I bring it up, it's let's keep going, but okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Are we
Yeah,
taking
just saying.
you're talking about taking a long rest or a short rest?
Does anybody else have anything that could benefit from either one of those?
does
No.
Jeb have the ability to help someone get some health back?
No, like I never learned that, eh? I'm just surrounded by a bunch of like guys who shoot fire at each other and stuff.
Yeah, no need to heal anytime.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not going to make everybody sit through a long rest just on my account.
Well, it's more on that guy's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need spell slots, and he needs health. But I think he could get the health back from a short rest, but I can only get my spell slots back from a long rest.
Has he had a short rest where he could,
You haven't had a short rest. You could take a short rest.
Okay. Play the short rest music.
Short rest music. During the short rest, Jeb,
Sponsors.
the wilder looking of the two halflings, the one with the feather headdress, Epilema, comes over to you and says, Hey, weird custodian thing. Jeb, can I talk to you for a moment? Maybe in private?
Yeah. Like, you're
Yeah.
not gonna, like, beat me up or anything, eh?
No, man.
Oh, okay.
No.
Cool.
No way. So she takes you aside, I guess, while Zartok leans back and tries to recover from his wounds. I guess, Josh, you're rolling your
I'm rolling right
hit
now.
dice.
I'll let you know the results here.
Okay. So Epilema pulls you aside and sort of turns away from the group, pulls her backpack off her back, and she reaches inside and she pulls out a book. And she says, hey, it's just between us, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. So I need some help with some diagrams. It's like it's plumbing stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you got some plumbing problems.
Well, sort of. All right. So here's this book, and she shows you this book, and the cover says, "The Brewers of Bingerton: The Secrets of the Trade." And she opens to a dog-eared page, and she reveals a 2-page full-color diagram of some equipment, and it's clearly for managing liquid, and the title suggests it has to do with making ale, but you're not sure what this thing is supposed to be. And she says, "Here's the thing, guy. I can't read all the stuff in here. Actually, I can't read it all. I can work out the diagrams, you know?
Hey, like, no shame in that, eh?
I know. I mean, like,
Only like a jerk would make fun of you for that.
exactly. That's what I keep saying. Yeah. So anyway, I like the pictures. You know, I like pictures, but like this one's too much. For personal reasons, it's really important to me that I figure this thing out." You can see this diagram depicts a series of metal tanks or containers. They're labeled things like Jeb can read, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I think he'd be
Sure.
literate. Maybe not great.
But they're labeled things like grist mill, hot tank, mash tun, fermenter, and so on. And she points to a tube going into the fermenter, and it's labeled yeast. And she says, I can't figure out what this thing is. It's a tube. It's like coming out of nowhere, and it's dumping into this fermenter. See? But I can't read what the word is. And since it doesn't come from somewhere, I'm not sure what it is. I'm betting it's yeast, right? Is it yeast?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. See, you can read.
See? No, I don't need to read.
Yeah. No, you got it.
Right. And then she points at a pair of water tanks. And she says, okay, so there are 2 tanks of water here, and they feed into the brewing process at different points. Like one is hot and one is cold, but I can't read which is which. And she points to the first tank, the one that's labeled hot, and she says, so which one is this? Is this the hot water or the cold water?
Oh, that's the hot water.
Oh, all right, cool. All right. And the other one must be the cold then. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Oh man. Hey, weird janitor thing. I mean, custodian. You've been a big help. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, like no problem. I think
You're a good guy.
I think like you knew the answers deep down and you just got to like trust your heart, you know?
Wow. Wow, you know me, man. I appreciate that. She chokes up a little bit. It's really kind of you. Okay, well, I'm going to put this away. You know, we're keeping it between us, right?
Oh yeah, like only between us.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, everybody. I'm ready to go.
We need to get Jeb to a plumbing conference and just pump everybody up. Yeah, Zartok's ready to go. There's 4 rolls for 16 hit points, so he's back up to full.
I'm assuming you're going to go into the Hall of Elemental Conflict. I'm going to roll to see what you end up creating. Are there any preparations you want to make?
Just gonna touch that door.
Did anybody else want to have like an aside with Jeb about like their personal hygiene or, cleaning or anything?
Apparently not.
I'm
I as a
joking.
player really, really want to. My character doesn't, but can Josh talk to Jeb? Are we allowed to do that?
I think you can do that on your own time.
All right.
This is a toothbrush.
Oh man, you know me really well, bro.
If you want to follow Schubert, you can follow him on Twitter.
It's actually Schubert Tweet. It's like a bad portmanteau of Schubert and Tweet.
So there you go.
And he will give you personal hygiene tips.
That's
And
right.
I will.
Direct all your personal hygiene questions to Schubert
That's right.
at Schubert Tweet on Twitter.
That's right.
Paxton has blocked him.
Oh, Paxton blocked.
Yeah, or mute me if you just want to live in your filth.
Fair enough. All right, so I'm rolling to see what you're getting here.
Yeah, Tara touches the door.
So I think you're going to like it. I noticed that there seem to be more fire-oriented creatures than there are the others. But
Poop.
yeah.
That's not good.
No, I mean in general in D&D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Fire creatures. So hot right now.
Schubert, could you hear that?
I could.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. When Tara touches the door, where is everyone standing? What's the plan? You're all going to gather by the doors or what?
Zartok standing back
Back. Where is back?
10, 15 feet back from the doorway or whatever.
So toward the middle of the room, or
Yeah.
you're back in the foyer?
Oh, back in the foyer.
Oh, okay. So Zartok's in the foyer. Tara's far at the other side by the doors.
I'm close to Tara
Okay.
because I want to go ahead and take advantage of sneak attack.
And Paxton?
Paxton stands in front of Zartok and asks him if he wants armor of Agathis or mage armor or anything like that.
Does he still have it from earlier? It hasn't been that long.
It hasn't been that long.
Yeah,
It hasn't been 8 hours.
No, I'm fine, mate. But thanks for thinking about me.
Cool.
You just go. Cool. You just go. You go first. That will be helpful. Yeah. Just
All right.
charge right in there.
All right. Epilema goes and stands. I don't know if you noticed, but in each of the corners of the room, there are small teleportation circles. So Epilema just runs up and stands next to one of them.
I think we should. Are we each are one of you standing by each of the things? Is that where we're anticipating them teleporting in right on those?
Yeah, Jeb can tell you that they teleport in on those small circles in the corners of the room.
Okay.
The northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast corners.
You might want to stand in the middle. That way you'd be far away from them, but then you can zap it whichever one's the worst.
Oh, we probably want to, when we say the worst, we want to kill like the smallest one first, because if something else kills it first, then that's bad.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
It sounds like maybe one of us should try to take on each, and then whoever finishes off that thing
So,
would go help the other.
That's fair.
and I'm thinking like with I guess we'll find out in combat if you want it to be a surprise, but just for like a water elemental, if I shoot it with an arrow, is it just gonna go right through? Like,
It has resistance, probably.
yeah.
So we would probably know a lot of the resistances because Zartok did his
All that research.
all the
Yeah.
research on
Right.
which one to
Yeah.
summon.
I mean, if you know that,
They're hard to damage.
Yeah.
All of these are going to be tough to
yeah,
damage.
water elementals are resistant to acid, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks.
Mm.
If it's magical, then you can still hurt it. Air elementals, they have resistances to lightning. I'm not going to read through all this stuff.
Yeah. But magical includes a enchanted weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do
Enchanted
like an
weapons.
Arcana check on one if we want to know specifics about it?
Sure. Yeah, that would be fine.
So which septagram did Epilema go to?
She went to the northwest one.
Okay, I think Paxton wants to go to the northeast one then maybe.
Okay. And Tara's going to be at the door, and Athelflaed is with Tara. Where's Jeb going?
Oh man. I guess like the safest place.
Okay. You want to hang out by Zartok, maybe?
Yeah. I'll just like hide behind Zartok.
That's good
I
idea.
mean, watch the flank.
Okay. All right. Good. Very strategic. All right.
Tara, I think you should. I think you and Athelflaed should just pick one of the septagrams.
Well, I kind of have to touch the door, so
Oh, I
I
can
have
do
to be
that.
here.
I can do that bit.
Okay.
All right, so Zartok and Jeb go over to the door to touch it, and
Yeah, I think that the best thing for us is if does that make sense? Yeah, we don't want them to kill each other. So if
Okay,
you
but-
was,
I'm in the south, in like the middle, because I'm gonna pick
Okay.
out whichever one's the weakest and go for that
okay,
one.
That's smart. Yeah.
all right, and over to the northwest is Epalima, and to the northeast is Paxton.
I assume Athelflaed is with me, and she'll go get that sneak attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Get that sneak attack.
Okay, so we'll find out how this fight turns out next week.